got it earlier perfectly. Welcome in, everybody. Our third best of 3 of the day here. On the left-hand side, it'll be Team Netherlands. On the right side, it's going to be Team Poland. And as I said, best of 3 series. Wicked deja vu during all of this, as we are going to be seeing the Meta Madness style of draft, which means the heroes that are picked and played are unavailable for future maps within this series. So that means that if Team Netherlands first picks a Blaze, Blaze will not be available for the remainder of the series. But bans at the top of the screen don't carry over. They only pertain to the current ban or map draft. So if Sylvanas gets banned away, she could be played in map number 2 or 3 if she is available or unbanned. Falstad. You didn't realize it was airing? The Season 2 of One Piece? Yeah, it's been out since March 10th, I think it was. Yeah, it was March 10th. I've been slowly watching through it throughout this week. I was watching like 1 to 2 episodes a night, but I finished it yesterday, and I really liked it. I had a really good time with it. I literally finished it and was like, all right, when's the next season? Season 2 was so much fun. When's the next season? Thrall and Falstad will be banned. As I mentioned, there's no tournament restrictions, so all heroes are available. So it's not like Anduin's like tournament banned or anything like that. We have seen that in the past with other Meta Madness tournaments, but for Nations Cup, just the draft style. Johanna, Thrall, Chromie, and Falstad banned away. Maev's up, Lucio's up, Blaze is up, Sylvanas is up, it's Dragonshire. There's so much that we can see. First pick, Rhaegar, wanting the quite mobile hero in my opinion with his baseline Ghost Wolf or his Z Ghost Wolf. You also have your baseline Pure Purge, so you can go Purification at 7 for some extra value, some cooldown. First 2 picks from the side of Poland. What do they want to run with this, or run for this draft? Is it going to be dive direction? The Maiev leads me to believe it will be a dive draft. You got Leoric with Wraithwalk mobility as well. Probably Ominous Wraith Royal focus. Dragonshire is a map where we do see Zagara quite often. She's usually drafted quite later in the overall scheme of things, if you will. With the Rhaegar, you have the big Ancestral, you got a Leoric Maiev. I feel like some sort of Lockdown or Poke would be really nice. Lockdown or Poke. Junkrat, I was going to say, is really nice here for this map. Junkrat Steel Trap and Concussion Mines into bushes to control is really nice, even in the rotations. So that could be a way to force out Vault of the Wardens as well from Maiev, or even Wraithwalks from Leoric. Garrosh more control as well. Ban-wise on the right, maybe a solo lane ban? Maybe like Urel? No, they'll get rid of the Sylvanas, okay. Gonna get rid of the Banshee Queen, so no sustained siege and damage coming out from her. What, though, is the removal here on the right? Could it be an Anduin ban? I don't hate the Anduin ban with all the displacement from Junkrat and Garrosh with Concussion Mine and Wrecking Ball. Leap of Faith is a good way to pull people back in. Wraithwalk with Light Bomb. Spirit of Vengeance with Light Bomb is an opportunity. Genji is still up as well. Though that would be... No, it could be an opportunity, but it's going to be an Ana ban. Okay, so they don't want to deal with Sleep Darts, and they don't want to deal with Ancestral being mitigated by a 100% healing debuff. But we could see Decker Kane. If Poland wants to run the Decker Kane with Sapphire at level 7, that's a good way to get healing debuff onto the enemies. I mean, there's a menagerie of other things. You could go into Varian here with Mortal Strike at level 13. That's another way to deal with it. Vala and Uther. So I'm assuming it's going to be main tank Uther, and they'll pick up a secondary healer at the end. I could also see a Kerrigan for Poland. Could be a main healer Uther. They could go Varian as well. What are the last 2 picks, though? Actually, I don't know if you really want to Varian into Garrosh with that Wrecking Ball and Junkrat Concussion Mine, so probably not. So probably going to be a secondary healer, but like Stukov could also be picked up. Last 2 picks here. Gonna need the solo laner.
Ready to roll out.
I wasn't expecting the hammer, but I do like the pickup here. I think it's really strong for Netherlands. I think that can be a really strong pickup. Oh, I just realized Uki's not playing today. Looks like we have a sub in for Uki today with No Scope Ninja, but otherwise I believe it's the standard or the main roster otherwise. Last pick on the right side. I think it's gonna be like a Stukov into Hammer. I feel like would be pretty nice. Stukov into Junkrat interrupts Riptire. We will get a Deathwing, though. Deathwing last pick. Okay. Is it going to be a World Breaker Deathwing or a Destroyer Deathwing? Because I could see World Breaker up against Sergeant Hammer, as well as the, Molten Flames onto her with Conflagration as well. Let's see what we got. Well, get your gambles in. If you are a fan of Team Poland or a fan of Team Netherlands, get your gambles in. Or if you're a fan of the drafts. Or maybe you just hate Sergeant Hammer. And thanks for hanging out with me, everybody. Happy Saturday. Hopefully you're enjoying the day and having a wonderful afternoon and or morning or night, wherever you may be. But let's get into our level 1s and our
prepare for combat.
Introductions, as we do have on the left-hand side. Team Netherlands, High Wraith, Dahaka, Simply DK Garrosh, Krankle, Sergeant Hammer, Hygau's the Junkrat, and No Scope Ninja, Uragar. Right side is Team Poland, looking at the Mac Deathwing, Mopsio Vala, Lovkal's your Uther, Aryan Maiev, and Itrax is the Leoric.
Battle commencing in 10 seconds. 5, 4.
Did they drop
3,
the whole season all at once?
2,
Yeah, I missed that
1.
message. Yeah, they did drop all of Season 2 of One Piece.
Begin.
Alright, let's see. Enhanced Agility, you've got your Wrecking Ball, the Unrivaled Strength for the Wrecking Ball. Advanced Artillery, extra Wound Timers, and a Feral Heart for Rhaegar. So he's going to have that movement speed bonus and armor as well in the Ghost Wolf form. You got Q build for Vala as well, so she'll be picking up stacks on enemy heroes with the Puncturing Arrow level 1. Wave of Light, Spirit of Vengeance, Consume Vitality, and Dragon Soul Deathwing, so he's going to be going into Destroyer. Typically that level 1 is evident of that. But nearly a perfectly balanced gamble. Alright, nicely done everyone. There's big odds on this one if you want to take part still. Another, 3 minutes left on that bad boy? Less than that, 2 minutes.
You think yourself worthy to wield the Dragon Knight's power? Prove it.
Siege Giants grabbed on both sides. Well, Hungering Arrow finds its first stack. Excuse me, finds the first stack onto Simply DK. Another Groundbreaker going out again. But Fall's just going to be able to double back and keep her hatred up. We do have a contest over this Bruiser Camp in the bottom section of the map. Mac is going to step down here with the Incinerate. DK trying to body block the onslaught through. But with Hammer, Junkrat, and friends, this will be bottom lane Bruiser Camp grab. Incinerate, Wing Flap, little Concussive Blast to push these Siege Giants into tower shot range and hopefully speed up the clear onto this. They will take a bit more damage. Meanwhile, this Sunshrine, Dahaka had a little bit of that channel. Meanwhile, Maiev is actually... Meanwhile, Maiev is going to continue pushing this wave up through the fort gate. Spirit of Vengeance, its vision of the Junkrat. Also, the grenades will provide that vision as well. Vala Garrosh in mid lane, and Vala's not going Creed, but she does want to have that hatred sustained, and she's going to vault to the side. She does go into Repeating Arrow level 4. High Wraith is low in this top lane, and Team Poland looking really strong here, taking down a first structure potentially is in the bottom lane. Deathwing is chasing out onto Krankle. Mac needs to back off from the tower shots. Top lane, Siege has subsided. Fort down to about 25% health overall. Garrosh soaking mid lane for the allies, and it is just a Dragon Knight available in the mid lane, but Junkrat is going to deny that with the control of the Sun Shrine on the north side of the map. A very rapid beginning for both these two teams, a very quick beginning as well. Drain from Leoric going out. He's going to mount up really quickly. A couple Valas from Vala, a couple autos from Vala. Will be coming through. Onslaught in from Deathwing. Hungering Arrow going out. There's going to be Concussive Blast to push people around. Wave of Light from Luther onto the Leoric is fine and dandy. As Maiev is going to have the Sunshrine. Garrosh is going to go for the Moonshine in bottom. Onslaught in from Deathwing. No Scope Ninja is going to be able to get a self-heal, and Mac is unable to get that channel. So we have Garrosh on that Moonshine counter. 6.5 on both sides on their levels. 136 on the left, 145 on the right for Bruiser Camp. Siege Giants 45 versus 37 left and right, respectively. And that bottom lane Bruiser Camp 2 minute 13. Just in case you're wondering, as the York is maybe caught out over here. The Deathwing dropping down. Simply DK is so very low. The Concussion Mine is going to push them away. Fan and Eyes from Maiev are not going to be enough. The York will fall to the Sergeant Hammer in the mid lane, but Junkrat and Garrosh do go down to Maiev and this Deathwing, and there's a channel mid lane for the Dragonite, but Krankel's unable to grab that for the team. Maiev is going to try and grab the Sunshine. We have Uther and Deathwing heading to bottom. Leoric is going to respawn here in mid. Level 4 for him is that Paralyzing Rage. Deathwing with 107 stacks. And it looks like Maiev needs to back away from the Dahaka of top. The Leoric is coming up here, and he's got a full health bar, big skeletal swing with that slow as I mentioned. Drain is applied, Spirit of Vengeance with a sudden vengeance percent-based damage. And wait a minute, what? Krankle? No. No Scope Ninja is able to sneak in and grab this Dragonite. Dahaka's forced back by Leoric's drain health. We have a Dragonite mid lane. Hammer hover sieging into mid. She did go into siege tactics level 4 for that Neo Steel plating activation. The Hungering Arrows are going to be enough to take down Hammer as she was trying to boost back into the allies so they actually jumped to other people rather than focusing on Hammer, but she was just a little too far away for the activation, and that'll be a third kill over to the side of Team Poland. And a wave pushed up onto the fort of top lane. Dahaka Hearthing, will he be discovered? He is discovered. He is interrupted. Actually, he's going to cancel it. Minion wave is cleared. That's going to be tower shot onto Leoric. Minus 40 armor, and he dead. Minus 20 armor for a few seconds here as Maiev gets the mount, and DK is going to try and catch her in the disengage to see if a Vault of the Warden. Spirit of Vengeance is there, and the teleport is good. Vala vaulting into DK and does get another stack or two up to 12. And the Dragonite phase has expired. Leoric has respawned 3-2 in kills, favoring the side of Team Poland, who are also leading by over a half a level lead against the enemies. Netherlands trailing as they just entered into their level 9. But yeah, it should be 10 talents here faster on the right as we cycle through the other numbers. We got some stats to talk about, but realistically, no one's really close to finishing a quest that is completable. Uther, I think, had like, what, 22 stacks, I think I saw. Drag from Dahaka again, but the mini wave is thick, and the top lane fort will be taken down finally by Mopsio's Hungering Arrows. Bellowing Roar was the 10 pickup for Deathwing. Rain of Vengeance, Divine Shield, Containment Disc, and Entomb for the Leoric. Ancestral, Warlord's Challenge, Blunt Force Gun, the BFG. Nice Doom reference. We have your Isolation, Dahaka, and a Riptire Junkrat. I do kind of wish that, I get Orbital BFG, I get it, but also, if only the level 20 upgrade was BFG 9000, that'd be such a good nod to Doom right there. Actually, the BFG 9000 wasn't a thing until Doom Eternal, right, actually? Rain of Vengeance. Drag is cleansed away. Vala displaced by the Wrecking Ball. The Blunt Force Gun gets fired out. Divine Shield and Vala hit with a Riptire at the tail end of that. Mopsio looking to back away. Junkrat's taken down by Leoric, and Mac on the Deathwing will not fall. Leoric is going to Wraith Walk to the side. He does not have a level 13. He will fall, but honestly, of everyone you're going to lose here, Leoric is the best because he can cheat death, and he's going to immediately try and do that. DK is going to take a little bit of damage from this Vala. No damage from that Drain in this Ghost form. Maiev tries to get the Umbral Bind onto High Wraith, but the Burrow from Dahaka denies that pull. Can anyone Google that for me really quickly, just for my own brain? When did the BFG 9000 actually come through? Was it Doom Eternal or was it Doom 2016? I mean, Hammer was ages ago in the game, so that's why I'm curious. But, that's going to be a toss. Wrecking Ball. Indomitable denies the Umbral Bind onto DK. I believe Deathwing is going to be taking flight as he disappears off your minimap. Still that half a level difference. 13 talents here leading or getting close for the members of Team Poland. 19 stacks for your Vala, 35 for your Uther, 161 on the Hour of Twilight for Deathwing. As Deathwing drops back down and is going to be hit with a concussion mine. Obviously no displacement. Arrow, DK taking a bit of damage. Onslaught in from Deathwing. There's a concussion mine that actually kind of helps Vala positioning. Bellowing Roar pushing Dahaka and this Rhaegar to the side. The containment just misses. The drag goes out. Oh wait, no, Dahaka. He totally claws. Wait, but Vala, she has the read. Mopsio will be unable to get the kill, but getting a couple more stacks on that level 1. Spirit of Vengeance onto Crankle. Oh, it was the BFG 9000 in the original Doom? I thought it was just always the BFG, and then the BFG 9000 was the newer one. Okay. Today I learned. Okay. I thought the 9000 version. Oh no, Vala. Oh no. Oh no! Concussion Mine into Drag into Riptire. And good night, sweet Vala. Now, she is going to be going. She went into Puncturing Arrow level 1, so no Creed stacks to be lost. Damon just tried to get onto Garrosh there, but it won't connect. The Dragonite in favor of Team Poland. And you have your Ruination for the Deathwing, by the way. The Bite of Onslaught now slows for 60% for 1.5 seconds. Wasn't there level 7 that people were taking that enemy heroes that are slowed take more damage? I had to double check this here. Let me double check Deathwing. Wasn't there a level 7? No, maybe... Oh, Fire and Fury. That's what I'm thinking of. Fire and Fury. That's right. We did see Fire and Fury a little bit when the Deathwing had some changes, but this seems to be the main build from our Deathwing players as the Incinerate does come out, the Drag lands onto the Uther, Containment Disc onto your Garrosh as a Savage Charge kicks away the Sergeant Hammer. Containment Disc got that 1.5 second silence afterwards. Deathwing Cataclysm in. Incinerate gets a big healthy heal. Vala, Hungering Arrow, bouncing around a No-Scope Ninja. Molten Flames coming out as well. Vala chasing on a High Wraith, who's going to look to try and brush Stuck out, but this time it's not going to happen. So, Deathwing takes flight, a 4-kill advantage, a level lead. Bottom and top forts have all been taken down against the side of Netherlands. And Junkrat continues with his full Concussion Mine build at 4, 7, and 13. You just gotta try blow him up, Junkrat. You just gotta try blow him up. I'm just telling you. Give it a shot. It's fun. Good synergy with that level 4 as well. Alrighty, Spectral Leech, Mithril Mace. You do have your Vengeful Knives with that Shadow Armor as well. Deathwing is going to be going to the Gaze into Destruction, so hitting enemy heroes with Destroyer World Breaker landing causes their damage to be reduced by 75% for, and slows for by 40% for 5 seconds. Sorry, my brain. I was thinking the Destroyer's Rampage at level 20 is the one that when you land, you can have a damage buffs and you can sustain that or refresh that duration by attacking enemy heroes. Uther is going to be having Divine Shield, not self-cast, gets taunted by Garrosh, and Uther will be taken down. Isolation lands onto the ball, but she still has auto attacks and won't be enough to take down Dahaka because he does burrow. Molten Flame into the Entomb. The Ancestor comes through as well. Bellowing Roar will push Rhaegar to the side, but Rhaegar gets thrown with the into the fray, back into the engagement. Cataclysm out from Deathwing. Riptire hits onto Leoric, and this is going to be Team Netherlands rallying in the mid-late game with their level 16s. The Endless Knaves. You also have the Hunger of the Wolf. Dahaka with the Elongated Tongue. It is going to be the Oppressor 7 with your Blood Craze and the Seasoned Soldier on the Garrosh. You have your Junkrat in position for Dragonite, and he will grab that big boy. As what is the game plan right now? Hammer is pushing bottom lane onto this fort. We do have Rhaegar lunging in. Unfortunately, he's going to drop to like 50% from those 2 tower shots nearly. Bottom fort has gone down. Dragonite working on the mid lane keep. It looks like there was a reset from Vala for full mana. The Orc kick to the top lane. Maiev avoids the Warlord's challenge with a Vault of the Wardens, and 2 from Leoric captures for a moment this Dahaka and Blunt Force Gun is not going to be enough to take them down. Okay.
I have seen enough.
Concussion Mine allows Haigao to back away, as he did go into that Ripper Air level 13. 20 getting close on both sides. 17 3/4 to 18 3/4. Still a level lead to Team Poland as Dahaka's head to top lane, and he'll go ahead and clear out the incoming wave and the one that's on the bridge. Next Dragonite phase is going to be announced momentarily as it's a relatively low cooldown. Fan of Knives, check the bush, Hungering Arrow, sees Simply DK and gets a stack for 34 for the Vala, make it 30. Oh no, I thought she was going to get another one right there. Indomitable's activated, Riptide from Junkrat to zone the enemies back. Spirit of Vengeance and Containment Disc will miss onto the enemies. And Deathwing takes flight to go get full armor plating and health. York is thrown out of position again. He's going to Wraith Walk to the side. Gets an Entomb. Concussion Mine. Mopsy will be having that Divine Shield applied. Ancestral onto Crankle. Did have the Siege Tactic activation level 4. And a top lane camp will need to be dealt with. A bottom lane wave is pushing up. And Deathwing at full HP as Leorc is going to reset for everything. Nicely done as we're getting closer and closer to 20. 34 stacks of 100 for the Leorc on his Mithril Mace. Siege is set up.
My beloved is gone, but his power remains.
Good Hungering Arrow damage onto Hygo, but that Ripper Arrow is going to allow this Junkrat to get the safety of the keep gate. Nearing that 20 talents here on the right-hand side. It's getting so very close, and we will see it in just a moment for Team Poland. What is the game plan once they get this? Are they going to play aggressive and immediately run at the enemies? Are they going to try and get a mid lane forward, or are they just going to play for the objective? Buried Alive, Redemption, Shadow Orb, Huntress, Vengeance, sorry. Farflight Quiver, and that is going to be the Destroyer's Rampage. Destroyer's Rampage for your Deathwing as well. Half a level for that 20 on the left-hand side. And Vala and Uther will go to bottom lane. Deathwing is still up in the sky. Leoric is gonna grab the Sun Shrine. Is this Dragonite picked up? Who's gonna go for it? DK hit with the landing of that Deathwing in Destroyer form. Gets a couple autos. Looks like Arion's gonna go for this channel, and Dragonite over the side of Team Poland. Vala vaulting in, Rain of Vengeance not finding the stun. Molten Flame out onto the fort. Energy to be sustained from Deathwing. Cannonballs, Ultra Capacitors, Titanic Might, Contagion, and Farseer's Blessing will be your level 20 upgrades. For the side of Team Netherlands. Vala vaulting to the side, onslaught into the Deathwing. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We're good? Okay, sorry. Second time this happened today, it's just making me nervous. I believe yes, Kaimo, yeah. Right, chat? I believe Kaimo's, I believe yes. Today is starting to blend together already. Warlord's Challenge onto a couple of the Deathwing dropping down. Divine Shield applied, Ball. The Rain of Vengeance coming through in the small corridor. We do have a Bellowing Roar, I think, from the Deathwing. Utilize the Ancestor Healing. Farseer's Blessing getting that second splash. Leoric's the first one to be taken down. Hungering Arrows will be chasing onto Hygo. No Acrobat level 20 for the Vala. Molten Flame. It's Crankle like twice. Incinerate activated. Deathwing looking to back off. It is Leoric dead for 30 seconds or less as he can cheat death. He has that drain applied to the Sergeant Hammer, who's going to get hit with a couple more Hungering Arrows. 50 stacks for the Vala, by the way. And his top lane fort is still up. It is keeps to keeps overall, or otherwise. Whirlbind pulls Hammer back in. That's going to be Crankle trying to back away. Will be taken down. Deathwing onslaughting in. That's going to be a containment disc onto Rhaegar, and he gets picked off next. That's Mithril Mace done. DK is next to go down. 543 stacks for the Deathwing. Junkrat looking to back out of bottom lane. Dragonite has not been announced. Junkrat with a couple pokes here and there. Concussion Mine allows them to back away. Onslaught. Wait, is there a Bellowing Roar? There is if he wants to Bellowing Roar in the corner, but it unfortunately will not work out because the Ripper Air allows Junkrat to get away a little bit faster. Bottom lane wave, though. Minion wave, catapults, siege giants are coming through. When this game's over, Kaimo, you gotta tell me about that brisket, by the way. Bottom lane keep is being worked on. This could be the setup for a game victory. Don't know if they're gonna be going for core here. Actually, Leorc's playing to the far side. Mopsio and friends, they're calling for it. Okay. 4 defenses have those boulders that do stun for a few seconds. Riptire, Entomb, buried alive, interrupts that, by the way. Leorc taking tower shots. Concussion Mine pushes him to the side. Sergeant Hammer's right there with the ultra capacitors. That is a core shielding dropping. Isolation goes out, misses the Vala. Uther does have redemption. Mac is getting a little bit low. Containment disc onto Hammer does lock her down for a moment. Maev is going to be taken down. 66% remains in the core. Dahaka trying to go for the flank brushstroke in the retreat. So you have a drag onto Vala here. There's going to be a burrow. Drag onto Uther, Essence activated. Hammer does have Cover Siege. Uther, Benediction for the double stun onto Dahaka for more space. Rhaegar lunging in. Totem coming down. No Earth Grasp Totem, as we said. Hunger of the Wolf, level 16. Deathwing dropping down. Leorc is cheating a bit of death. And are they going to go for the re-engage? Junkrat has the Sun Shrine. Moon Shrine held as well. Can they get the mid lane objective? It looks like High Wraith is in position for this and will absolutely be able to. But is it a fatal push against the side of Poland, or is Poland going to die here? Well, Leorc's going to die here. Great back and forth thus far. We're 20 minutes into this map, number 1 of our 3rd of 4 best of 3s of the day. Dragonite is going to open things up a little bit more through bottom lane keep gate. Hammer helping out, Deathwing dropping down. Onslaught to the side, almost losing 2 armor plates immediately. Molten Flame to the far side of this keep is going to get some damage. Nearly the entire energy bar used for that. Keep is dropping here. This is looking really good for Team Netherlands to take a map number 1 victory. More Molten Flame from Deathwing. Vala kicked with a Savage Charge to the top lane. Boulders firing out from core. This is going to be more cannonballs poking at the enemy. Spirit of Vengeance to the side. Dragonite getting flame breaths onto this core. Deathwing will fall the Ancestral onto Sergeant Hammer. The Ultra Capacitors at max duration. We do have the core shielding breaking. The Dragonite is going to fall. The Isolation lands onto the Uther. Containment disc onto Hammer, but I don't think it really matters. Rhaegar will be taken down. Dahaka's on core. He's getting the autos needed. Hammer's here as well, and it's a very close map number 1 between these 2 teams, but in the end, it is going to be a Team Netherlands victory. GG. Well played. All right, we'll pay out the people. We'll get ready for the next map, and we will roll out some ads. We are currently 8 subs away from our April Mario Kart versus chat. And if you'd like to help us at that, as always, consider using their Prime Gaming. If you want to start a tier 1 sub, that's always appreciated, all that good stuff. Do consider or gifting subs to sustain our streaming and bring you great casting, great games, and great fun. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out, and let's get ready for map number 2. That tweet did pretty good, by the way, the response to Blizzard. I saw a lot of you liking and commenting, so thank you everyone for that. We gotta stay on Blizzard's radar. We gotta make sure they hire us for BlizzCon. I feel like a Classic Cup really needs to have the community people that work on the game, like me. But let's get into it. Battlefield of Eternity, left-hand side will be Team Netherlands, right side is going to be Team Poland. Kaimo Tripson, how did that brisket turn out, by the way? We didn't even have time to talk about food between games. We barely had time to talk about food between games. So, Battlefield is going to be your map number 2. We'll see if this is going to be Team Netherlands able to get the 2-0 victory, or does Poland manage to get a 1-1 score? Yeah, what's up, Rob Paris? Good to see you, bud. Happy Saturday. Hopefully you're having a good one. I copied your message into the in-game chat channel because I wasn't sure if the players were looking at the Discord thing, so I was like, let's make sure that they see this. So I'm assuming they got back to you about whatever it was you needed to DM the French 2 team about. But a Chromie Lucio will be removed. Hogger is banned away as well by Team Poland. Thrall is out of here. A little bit of a speed run in the draft ban facing. But the 10 heroes we saw in map number 1 cannot be played again, as this is the Meta Madness style of draft. So no Hammer, no Vala for Battlefield of Eternity, etc. Blaze is your first pick for the side of Team Netherlands. And let's see what they want to do with that. They did good. I assumed, but I was like, let me do my part. I will put a spam message out and hope that people pay attention. Johanna Li Ming on the right-hand side for Team Poland. We got a Diablo draft versus a StarCraft draft currently, at least for the current setup. What do we want to go for Team Netherlands with the Blaze? I could go into Varian. Varian's not too bad for this map. Does feel a little early to go for Varian, but like Charge, Taunt, Shattering Throw. You have a follow-up to Blaze, or Blaze is the follow-up to you. Could also see a Diablo on this map. A Nubrak isn't too bad. So Diablo and Genji will be for the side of Netherlands. Unless they want to take it inside of Poland, and Anduin ban is not bad here. Anduin ban or Hanzo ban, realistically. They could go Shibata Bros on the left-hand side. Poland does have first pick after this ban phase, so I think it's get rid of what we don't plan on taking, which I guess is the Anduin. So Poland maybe angling for the Hanzo. Right wing will be banned away. I don't think Hanzo would be bad for Team Poland's draft. I think a Grey main could work out for them as well. Solo lane into the Blaze. Urel isn't too bad for control. Could see... No Hogger, right? Yeah, Hogger was banned away. What do they want to roll with this Johanna?
Balloon, grandfathering the mega dip.
ETC solo lane? Malfear. Actually, ETC could be in the 4-man. You could hypercarry Li Ming. That is a possibility. Diablo has Soul, a Spell Armor, Genji has Spell Armor, Blaze has Spell Armor at level 16. With Juggernaut Plating. But does have that Suppressive Fire level 4. What do I want to do here for healer and follow-up?
Victory for the Forsaken. Let the Inquisition commence.
I'm honestly surprised I didn't even talk about Sylvanas, but yeah, Sylvanas is available. White main, Sally Thigh main coming through on the left-hand side. Last pick for Team Poland. They've got the Li Ming, they got the Johanna Malfear, and ETC. This could be a third bruiser for the solo lane. Could be a auto attacker like a Hanzo, Raynor, Raymain. I don't think it would be Lunara.
It's about time.
Tychus is a solid pickup here. Sustained damage is pretty good. Shredding through Diablo and Blaze health bars is pretty nice. It might force the Blaze to go into nanomachine coding at level 7 rather than suppressive fire for attack speed debuff rather than the spell power debuff. But I gotta say, I like the Netherlands draft quite a bit. Very aggressive, very divey. A lot of good control from Poland as we load on into map number 2 of this third best 3 of the day. Thanks for hanging out with me, everyone. Happy Saturday. And if this is a 2-0, the good news, everyone, is that we still have another best of 3 coming up. We've got, after this match, the final best of 3 of the day is going to be Team Poland 2 versus Team Ukraine. And, oh my god, Rob Paris, sorry, Rob Paris, holy Jesus, thank you for the 5 Tier 1 gifted subs as we are loading on into Battlefield of Eternity.
Way to go, dude!
You got a bunch of cuties in there. Thank you so very much, Rob Paris, for the 5 gifted subs. That is more than appreciated. I cannot thank you enough. Thank you, bud. Helping us get closer to more Mario Kart and more sustained streaming and fun for all of you. Netherlands on the left-hand side, High Wraith Blaze, DK Diablo, No Scope Ninja, White Main, Crankle Sylvanas, and Hygau's on the Genji.
5, 4,
Right side is Poland,
3,
looking for the map number 3 to continue our max map motif of today. Mac on the Johanna, Arion, Tychus, Lavcold, Malfurion, Itrex, ETC, and Mopsio is your Li Ming. Sorry, my brain just completely farted on that one. Might of the Banshee Queen Sylvanas, you have your Agile Dismount Genji, Pity the Frail White Main, Soul Shield Diablo, and Adrenaline Stimpack for High Wraith here, who gets chunked by the minigun. The Overkill is activated. And it's a Zealous Glare Johanna, Dash for Tychus. We'll also have your Emerald Dreams Malfurion. Gonna be having the ETC Guitar Hero and Aetherwalker Li Ming. Okay, so ETC Tychus in the top lane. Looks like it's a 2-3 setup from the side of Poland, and I'm thinking that it's gonna be Netherlands matching that. 5 baseline stacks for the Sylvanas of the 250 for the first milestone, 400 for her mythic, and Diablo at 7 of the 100 souls. 1 soul per minion death, 10 souls if an enemy hero dies around Diablo. We'll see if he goes into Soul to Flame level 4 or if it's going to be Devastating Charge. As a few more Moonfires are going to be coming out. This is going to be a early well tap from High Wraith and High Gal. Power slide from ETC. Diablo comes in with the Shadow Charge to the Overpower. There's a Jump Propulsion to land. ETC base melt to try and slow things down. Tychus is like, I got a minigun, is that helping? And unfortunately, it's not going to be enough, as the overkill from Tychus is going to land on the Genji. And this will be first blood picked up by the side of Netherlands. And you still have 2.5 minutes to get your gambles in from when you're hearing me talk about this. Don't forget it. There is still that prediction bug on Twitch, so the top of the bar says that there's none. There is one. Look at the top of the screen. Top of chat is lying to you. We also have the visual thing, as I keep mentioning, on the top of your screen. But first objective phase, 30 seconds away from announcement, and 1 minute away from being tested. As Tychus gets chunked in the top lane by a little bit of the Impalers, but Malfurion has regrowth activate, or regrowth applied. That'll heal up a little bit. Firestorm from Diablo. And this minion wave, Sylvanas has got no level 4 yet. Is she going Haunting Arrows, or is it Shadow Dagger 4? I feel like it's going to be Haunting Arrows level 4. Yeah, it is indeed. She's going to activate that immediately to continue building up stacks on that baseline. Getting to the 250 mark for the Black Arrow upgrade on the damage is really nice. 50% increase on that damage. Whitemane, by the way, with the Indulgence, gain 5% movement speed, increase this by an additional 5% for each active Zeal. Thank you again, Rob Harris, for the 5 gifted subs. Wickedly generous of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, bud. So many of you so nice to me, and I really can't thank you enough, and I hope my casting is appreciated and enjoyed. The bigger they are for the Tychus for that increased damage to enemy heroes above 30% health. Once they drop to that 30%, then no longer have that bonus 4%. A Fire Stomp out from Diablo. He did go to Soul to Flame level 4, so looking for those return flames to get some extra stackage and a little bit of healing as well as another Fire Stomp we activated. Shield Glare out from Johanna. Up to 43 souls for the Diablo. Sylvanas is still pushing bottom lane wave with the Fallen Shaman. Tower taken down. Power slide from ETC. Is Crankle going to be able to get the Haunting Wave out? Yes, but it's the wrong side of the map. And now Crankle is... I don't see a world where Crankle gets out of this alive. Is going to loop-to-loop the ETC. No way! Loop-to-loop on the ETC. Crankle must have been watching some old videos of Day playing Phasmophobia, looping the ghost around. Dude, I can't believe it. Vision was broken with this little bit of rubble on the ground. I'm watching back the replay. Or the, yeah, like literally just out of vision. My God, what a juke from Crankle. Kudos, kid. Root from Malfurion might set up the kill, and the magic missiles do find purchase of the remainder of that health bar as the Fire Stomp from Diablo is activated. And we've got 7 up on both sides very soon. Blaze getting into the way, pushing the top. Genji soaking bottom. It looks like Poland will be able to pull in the first Immortal. As the Immortals are on those race sides, DK zone. Genji coming with some shurikens. Actually, race-wise, it's actually looking really good for Team Netherlands if they can step up and get these last little bits. Sylvanas is back. Uh-oh, Genji Swift Strikes into an Immortal stun and will be taken down by ETC. A reset for Li Ming. Yo, what's up, Juriku? How you doing today, bud? Welcome in. Happy Saturday to you. Diablo getting some more souls in top lane. Level 4 coming through. It is going to be that nano machine coding for the Blaze, and it's pure race between the two teams. Unfortunately, Poland will eke out the slight victory, and they will have first Immortal going into bottom lane.
Listen and obey.
A little Inquisition, sorry, Clemency from Whitemane, Giggle Beam if you will, and the Immortal shielding is going to be broken quite quickly. It moves into melee mode. The enemy team is still advancing. Fort Gate might not even be taken down here. Though Diablo is having a ton of damage applied. We do have No Scope Ninja very low. Shield Glare will be enough for the damage over time from Tychus's Melting Point. That was where that damage over time was applied, as Crankle's going to be able to get the short distance Haunting Wave with the grenade from Arion's on point, and this is going to be Immortal cleared away, Fort Gate taken down, Jump Propulsion Blaze misses up the enemies. Thank you for the clip, Nico. Is appreciated. High Wraith is low. Can they get over to the well tap? The Jet Propulsion to create some more space. Firestorms from Diablo, ETC, but it's an Arcane Orb. A stray Arcane Orb from Li Ming is going to get the hit. No Triumvirate level 4 either. Picking up your Charge Blast, excuse me. Diablo stepping up here. It's rooted by Malfurion for a moment. But 5-1 in kills, and we've got 10 talents here coming up soon. It's looking real good for Team Poland here, chat. It's looking so good for them for this map number 3, and you know me, I want all the maps in the world. Soul Shield from Diablo's activated. A grenade goes out as well. Some shield glares from Johanna. Another Fire Stomp. Odin has been summoned. Tranquility, Blessed Shield, Wave of Force, ETC. I'm assuming a stage dive here. I feel like there's way too many interrupts for Moshpit, but we'll see if he goes in for it. Bottom lane fort is a guaranteed moment. Sylvanas possessing minions, and she has Black Arrow available. Crankle going to try and get some more baseline stackage as well. The fort gate in the top lane has been opened up, but they, on the side of Netherlands, will back away out of top and not overstay their welcome. But this should be 10 talents here, as the Immortals are going to be getting into the east-west race potential sides. The axes are signify the vision of the blue team for Team Netherlands, for those that may not know. Fallen Shamans respectively grabbed on the east-west positions. And let's go ahead and see what we got. Diablo's full on souls. Fire Stomp out as well. Immortals are here. As I said, race sides. Tychus already starting things out. This stage dive ETC, Bunker. That's going to be your Scarlet Aegis for the white main. Mind Control, X-Strike, and Lightning Breath. And the Immortal race is a 5k difference abouts in favor for the members of Team Poland who really want this map number 3. And you know what? More games, more fun. Immortals swap sides, still east-west, but they're going to be on defensive sides. Sylvanas is going to push things up a little bit in bottom with possession onto a couple minions. You see that sort of purple glow on them, and that'll be managed here. Blaze showing in top lane. Well, yeah, I was going to say, once the enemy team shows in bottom, this is going to be an immediate attempt to race down the Immortal. Diablo gets the Fire Stomp, overpower Shadow Charge, Fire Stomp activation with that level 7 Eternal Flames, reduce the cooldown on Fire Stomp by 1 second when Diablo stuns an enemy hero with Shadow Charge or overpower reset the cooldown and Fire Stomp, sorry. Tychus is going to try and get a little bit of poke here with Odin. Genji jumping in with a couple more shurikens, 26 of the 60 stacks on Shuriken Mastery. Power Slide from ETC lands through Diablo. Magic Missiles fire out as well. Odin has been... The Odin duration has subsided. Nope, elapsed. The Odin duration has elapsed, and Sylvanas is going to go to Quick Wave in top. Genji going to get a Quick Wave in bottom. Once again, the enemies are showing, so there's going to be race coming out from the side of Team Poland. As Netherlands has their Diablo into all this, Sylvanas might use possession on a couple more minions to just amplify the siege. A little bit more damage onto the wave. 98 baseline stacks for her. 30 shurikens for Genji. We have no subdone Johanna. She's going to take that level 4 with Conviction level 7. And ETC stage dives onto Crankle. Haunting Wave won't be enough. Grenade will take down... Nah, I thought Diablo would have a little bit of space created. Unfortunately, not the case. Blaze and Genji go in for the race over here. But they're going to get some damage, but not a ton. And it's looking really sketch for Netherlands in the mid-game of this map number 2. Scarlet Aegis of White Man. I don't know if it connected onto the Diablo right there. I do see the 40 armor, actually. CTC is going to try and find a power slide onto the Genji. He will not be taken down. Johanna steps over the Condemn. Subdue gets its trigger onto 2 enemies. Diablo covered with the Shadow Charge. Tranquility. Molten or Lightning Breath activated by the Diablo during all of this, but DK is so very low. Genji takes down the Tychus. Mopsio getting a little bit low, gets some healing over time from the Malfurion. Sylvanas coming in with the Haunting Wave, and that will be Sylvanas able to set up the kill into Li Ming. And now Malfurion with relatively no mana is trying to back away. Haigao comes in with these shurikens. Had to get Jet Propulsion. Cyber Agility, Swift Strike, so much is used, and Love Call is the next to go down. ETC is currently trying to race on the left-hand side. He's gonna get the race for his team! I can't believe it. He's got stage dive too. He's out of there. He's gonna chill in the bush. He's gonna start hearthing. He's gonna stage dive over towards his keep. Sylvanas Black Arrows active in top lane. Haunting Arrows is available, or active in top lane. Inspired Minion Wave gets some extra damage. This is going to be Immortal. How much value it gets? The second Immortal of the map, and it's a very similar situation where the members of Team Poland, they get the Immortal, but they lose a couple members right before the siege fades. That timers are still relatively low, almost 12 minutes into this map, but Orchid has been taken down. Mind Control from Sylvanas. The Savage Spit from the Immortal does get activated. We have Diablo getting cleansed from White Man Intercession. ETC level 13 Encore does push people around with that extra boombox. Triple Potion misses on the Li Ming. And Odin looks to back away with a minute amount of duration left. Diablo comes with a Shadow Charge. ETC power sliding in. Firestorms from Diablo are pretty good. The Bless You from Johanna, even better. Lightning Breath, even better, as that is Sylvanas getting the kill. Festering Wound 7 with the Windrunner level 13. We didn't talk about those, but Frankel liking that high mobility play for his Sylvanas. Mind Control lands on ETC. The Jet Propulsion is going to follow that up. We do have Extract from Genji, a Wave of Force from Li Ming pushing things around. When the bunker has been summoned, it is going to be tanking tower shots. It does have decent damage also with those flame sprays onto structures. The DPS of it's pretty decent. But Sylvanas outside of that is going to have another Haunting Arrows activation. You do get cooldown from hitting structures. We can talk about that in a second after we're in the retreat phase of Netherlands, because we do have some mana bars and health bars that do need to be reset. But the Haunting Arrows, Black Arrows can now be activated to cause all basic attacks and abilities to stun minions and structures for 3 seconds. Last 10 seconds. Basic attacks against structures reduce this cooldown by 3 seconds. 90-second cooldown on that one right there. But another Immortal phase, third one of the map, is going to be coming through. Can the members of Team Netherlands grab this now? A big thing to mention right now is that Netherlands are ahead by half a level. If you go back 3 to 4 minutes in this map, it was literally a 1 to 5 game. We're now at a 6 to 6 game with structures looking equal in opposite lanes. Granted, top lane for it below 50%, bottom lane for it 100% HP. But we'll see if this Immortal is going to be won by the side of Netherlands. They do have the race on the left-hand side. They're in position for this. They've got a lot of players in position, is a better way to phrase this. And the right side race is breaking out as well. But I do think this is Netherlands with the first half in their favor. Where do the Immortals go? That's going to be the big setup question. Impaler camp top lane needs to be dealt with. Fallen Shaman against the set of Netherlands is out. We do have Impaler and Fallen Shaman contesting in bottom, but it looks like that's a initiation onto this mind-controlled Johanna. She was trying to maybe scout or harass a little bit, but just absolutely gets bodied by a mind control and a handful of sustained burst. Diablo comes in with the Shadow Charge. White Mane hitting the enemies with the oh god, her Searing Lash. Right? Searing Lash? Yeah. Subjugation and Shared Punishment, 13-16 synergy, by the way. We didn't talk about that for White Mage, just a big pickup. Sylvanas clears out the Fallen Shaman top. We have Genji working on the Immortal, and this is going to be Immortal going into bottom lane in favor of Team Netherlands, as the Johanna's up right now for defense.
Victory through righteousness.
Fire Stomp to check the bush, a kill advantage, a level advantage almost as well. Possession onto the catapult to maybe get a little extra siege with this Immortal. Those catapult shots, ETC power slide out to the Blaze. Blaze taking a lot of damage. Bless Shield is missed. There's going to be a bunker summoned as well. The Adrenaline Stimpack Blaze heading to the right side. Gets in with the Shield Glare. He does have the Juggernaut plating level 16. Lava Coil so very low. The Twin Flames will take down this Malfurion. A power slide onto a couple enemies. Condemned from Johanna. High rate is still a little bit low. Jet Propulsion lands on Itrex with that subjugation. The overpower after the Shadow Charge onto this ETC as Genji Swift Strike to the right-hand side through the corridor. Takes down the Li Ming. X-Strike almost gets the kill onto your Tychus, and he is still going to be able to back away, but it's ETC taking down a lot of blue health bars low here. White Mane trying to heal up the allies, but this is looking like keep gate of bottom lane to be taken down. Team Netherlands, they want the 2-0 victory, and they're looking to maybe take down Johanna. She kind of just got back from death. We have some minus 40 armor into DK, but Sylvanas is here. The damage onto the keep is available. Might have Haunting Arrows at the tail end for a little extra siege value. No, they don't need to. This is going to be keep taking down. Mind control into the Johanna. The jet propulsion mitigated by, I think, a Iron Skin, but with a Johanna death here, 41 seconds. Is there a call for core? It looks like there was a moment of discussion, but now Netherlands says, you know what, let's reset. We need mana. We can go ahead and steal away maybe a camp. Actually, as I say that, bottom lane 4 seconds. That's available soon. Left side 1 minute 7. 1:15 right side. Top lane just coming off cooldown as well. So Impaler camp for bottom and top, but this is Netherlands with an absolute late game control on Battlefield of Eternity map number 2. We'll see if Poland can rally and take us to that map 3, but it's going to take a couple kills and an immortal phase in their favor as camps push in. Diablo setting up in the corridor in this top lane. Looking to play aggressive here as there's going to be a call for a siege. I heard a Haunting Wave from Sylvanas. No, that was Mind Control is what I heard. Haunting Wave does come out with the Haunting Arrows. Good stretch, Mr. Bandit. Wave of Force from Li Ming, pushing people around. Sylvanas Haunting Arrows will expire here, and they'll back away out of top lane. Genji heads to bottom lane, and he'll be grabbing the experience and clearing out the Catapult and Minion Wave. That'll get them closer to level 20 as well. And the Immortals. Man, I feel like we've had so many Immortals spawn on the left-hand side. I feel like we've actually had this east-west positioning like 3 times in a row. It really does feel that way. Oh, Mac, no. Iron Skin gets activated. No Shadow Charge into the wall. No Shield Glitter. Check that bush is a little risky as No Scope Ninja gets hit with an Arcane Orb, but not taken down. No Triumvirate, as I mentioned earlier, so no cooldown values. And 20 talents here very close on the left-hand side. Bottom lane camp and such will be cleared up by ETC. Left side Fallen Shaman will be grabbed. This won't be enough for 20. I think they're going to be like just before 20 off this camp, and I don't think Diablo's going to invade or anything like that. Fire Stomp to reveal the enemies. Full souls for him. Li Ming linking in, missing any combo of magic missiles and arcane orbs into Blaze. More Fire Stomps out from Diablo. And that 20, as I said, really close here. And the waves are really far pushed out. There's not any experience to grab in lane for the 20, but the race is breaking on the right side. It looks like it is just going to be east-west racing. Haunting Wave was thrown through the Immortals. Savage Spin, no one saw that Crankle. The Immortal, the first half is going to be won by the side of Team Poland. Stage dive from ETC goes in. Diablo to see if a Shadow Charge. There's the Overpower. A Fire Stomp activation. Hellgate, Fortified Bunker, Scarlet Crusade, which is going to be used right here. Living Weapon Genji, and Sylvanas is not taking 10, but I assume it's Dark Lady's call with the current setup of things, and a kill onto the Johanna is massive here. The Immortals go to defensive sides once again. It is Dark Lady's call for Sylvanas, but this is real fast race in favor of Team Netherlands, who will have this Immortal in their favor. It's going to top lane. Is this going to be enough to win map number 2, or will Poland be able to defend? Diablo tags the camp over here with a Fire Stomp, so it won't disappear when the Immortal does move into top lane. And this will be top lane Fallen Shaman as well. It's scripted to go into the top lane. Mind Control finds the Tychus. Sylvanas is going to try and find some damage into him. The root from Malfurion does zone back the enemies a little bit. This is a camp to be grabbed. Diablo's Soul Shield was triggered off of Li Ming damage.
Triumph this day. I shall march for Hell's gates.
Arcane Orbs flying out. Immortal, Minion Wave, Fallen Shaman, Catapult. It's a real big siege for the members of Team Netherlands. 7 stacks for your Sylvanas. Mind Control did go out. The Odin's going to be sitting on the right-hand side. We do have Haunting Arrows, I'm assuming available. Haunting Wave from Sylvanas thrown onto the ETC. As an auto attack or two from Crankle does go out. Possession from Sylvanas to tank some tower shots on top of the Immortal. There's the Haunting Arrows to shut down the defensive values of this keep. We do have Tranquility from Malfurion. We have your Mythic from Sylvanas completed. That's a kill onto Tychus. Immortals moved into core range. Shielding is dropping. Jet Propulsion misses. Immortal will be cleared away. Condemned from Johanna to a couple enemies. The Mind Control lands onto the Big Cow as your Subjugation, Shared Punishment bouncing around. The shielding is, the health is dropping low, but is this going to be a call for victory? Still 38 seconds on that Tychus. Blaze does go down. It's 4v4. Li Ming getting reset city here. Crankle's like, okay, you know what? Let's just hard commit to this. We can maybe win it if we all just right-click the core with abilities and stuff. And absolutely, Team Netherlands gets the 2-0 shutdown against Poland. Our first 2-0 team, which honestly in standings, that could be a big factor in the future of this tournament. But we've got 7 play days of this league stage, so it's a lot more to happen. But the first 2-0 team in the league stage, Team Netherlands, finds the victory up against Poland, and we're going to go ahead and get ready for our final best of 3 of the day, everyone. Thanks for hanging out. We are currently 3 subs away from our goal. If you'd like to help us hit that, it is much appreciated. Every little bit helps us out, whether you have a Prime Gaming, Tier 1, Tier 2, or 3. Tier 1s, 2s, and 3s do help us hit Partner Plus, but you know what? If you only have a Prime, I appreciate that as well. A lot of places you can use your Prime, a lot of ways you can support the stream, so do consider it if you have the available funds. Otherwise, let's run some ads and get ready for map number 4, our 4th best of 3 of the day, and it's going to be Poland 2 versus Ukraine.